Up, we are going to be having a look through social media. There's been a couple of reactions regarding Sandro Tonali, which I thought, it's worth going through. So first up, we're going to go to Bradley. And this was the pie chart from Tonali's time at Milan. And he said Tonali at AC Milan was used differently, and his stats then showed him to be a much more progressive passer than he has been playing under Howe alongside Guimaraes. Could it be he's not utilising his skill set from his AC Milan days and is being misprofiled? Perhaps De Zerbi sees it. What would you say to that?
I wouldn't say misprofiled, because I think he's fulfilling a certain role at Newcastle and he's been doing well there. And I think Bruno is the one who's been seen a bit deeper. I think if you would have asked me when Tonali first signed for Newcastle, what would I see his role? I would have said he would have been the one probably sitting deeper and Bruno maybe a bit further forward. And that hasn't worked out. I think it's because of Bruno's just his ability to control football matches with his passing ability and knowing when to quicken it up and when to slow things down. I think is a bit better than Tonali. So I think I can understand it. I also think Tonali has a better engine than Bruno, and his ability to get up and down the football pitch is better. So I wouldn't say misprofiled, but I also think, does it mean he can't do that role? No, I don't think it does. I think he is a good passer. I do think he has good awareness. He's got a brilliant passing range as well. So I think this guy can be someone who controls the game for us. I think definitely more than anyone else we have. But I think he can. I think I think he's got all the ability to do it, in my opinion.
I think what Spurs fans are worried about, that he's not an elite passer, and he's not an elite passer, but he's still a very good passer, and I think people are forgetting that.
Yeah, and he's maybe not an elite passer, but he's a much better passer than anyone we have.
Yeah.
Which goes to show how bad our passing is, but still, he's a very good passer of the ball.
Team Talk have brought us these stats of comparing Sandro Tonali to our other midfielders in Pape Matar and João Palhinha. And they say landing Sandro Tonali would be one of the signings of the summer. I mean, just look at that. I mean, the one that jumps out to me is the key passes. Tonali, 47 key passes to Sarr's 10 and Palhinha's 6.
There you go. Yeah, that's the difference. That's his ability to an eye for a pass, an actual effective one, in the final third to create an opportunity. It's mad, the tackles, though, isn't it? Look at that. Palhinha over double. Palhinha has more than Tonali and Sarr put together, which is pretty mad.
Palhinha had the most in the league last season, I believe.
Yeah, it was insane. But I just think that's what Tonali offers, that real ability once you get in the final third. I know Palhinha got a few goals, but a lot of his good work in the final third is getting on the end of corners and things like that. And he's not someone who in open play you're going to give the ball to him and he's going to create an opportunity, is he? Whereas Tonali is that kind of player.
And even look at interceptions. We all talk about Palhinha being really good at interceptions, but Tonali made more interceptions than him last season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Tonali's good defensively. He's pretty good.
Yeah. So this one is from Mizgan saying Tottenham are looking to sign Sandro Tonali, possibly to replace or upgrade on João Palhinha. The latter is decent off the ball, but offers next to nothing in possession. Tonali offers better balance. He and Bentancur would be a good double pivot for De Zerbi. I mean, it's interesting as well, when we were talking before about the makeup of the midfield, saying we need an elite passer next to Tonali, which is true, but we kind of disregarded the fact of Rodrigo Bentancur.
No, I didn't disregard him. He's just not an elite passer, is he?
But look at these stats as well. Look at these stats. Even the carries, Tonali is actually an elite carrier. And
but that's the function he fulfills at Newcastle. He's much more of a ball carrier because Bruno's got the passing down. So Bruno will pass it into him into space. He'll get on the ball, turn and carry with it. That's kind of his role. I think what's this through balls? So how do they do team adjusted? I don't really understand that because it's saying Bentancur does more through balls than Tonali. Team League adjusted. Don't really understand that. Final third pass success. Bentancur is higher. Look, we know Bentancur is a good player. I actually think they would be a good pivot, him and Bentancur. I do think as well, Tonali would be looking at the situation thinking, I've just gone from Joe Linton and Bruno and now I'm being paired with Bentancur and it's a bit of a downgrade. But yeah, I think I wouldn't say it's a bad pivot. Bentancur is a good player. We know that. I'm not saying he's a bad player. I just think we can maybe do better. But I do like Bentancur, of course.
If you look at open play chances created, Tonali 47, Bentancur 12, Paulinho 1. That's mad.
Yeah, it's mental.
Even expected assists, he does better than them at. Yeah, and then obviously those carries, but his defensive numbers here are actually a lot worse than Paulinho and Bentancur.
Yeah, Paulinho is definitely the defensive numbers are going to be higher. Bentancur, what are these, percentiles or are they totals? Must be percentiles.
Yeah, it is percentiles.
Percentiles. Yeah. I don't really understand this adjusted. I don't know how you can adjust it anyway. I think Tonali definitely is good defensively, but yeah, Bentancur, Paulinho also quite good defensively as well.
Yeah. Brian Daigle says that I'm honestly baffled by some of the Tonali takes. If we were still rocking peak Pochettino's midfield of Dembele, Wanyama, Dele and Eriksen, I'd understand the hesitation. But we've spent years trying to fix our midfield. Tonali exactly the caliber of player you jump at.
Exactly. I couldn't agree more. Tonali is just one of those things where, in terms of is he what we need? It's not about that. It's about who do we make who goes to make room for him. That's the question. Not is he what we need?
Exactly.
So of course.
BLTHFC says, funny how a few tacticos claim Tonali is an upgraded Gallagher and everyone runs with it. Not the best passer, but a lot of that is down to Howe's system. Would be a coup for us. Make no mistake about it. Incredible signing for a 17th place side, but I don't think we pay up.
I don't see that. Sorry, don't see it on the screen.
It's under the Sonny one. Oh. I think you might need to refresh. Don't know why it's not there. It's not there. Go to BLTHFC.
Maybe you need to refresh, Ben.
BLT. This one.
Yeah, go down. Maybe he's deleted the tweet. Let me try go into it. Yeah, he's deleted it.
Why? What did it say?
It said, funny how a few tacticos claim Tonali is an upgraded Gallagher and everyone runs with it. Not the best passer, but a lot of it is down to Howe's system. Would be a major coup for us. Make no mistake about it. Incredible signing for a side that finished 17th place. But I don't think we pay up.
Maybe so. What, he's deleted it, has he? He thinks he's wrong. I think that's not a bad point when it comes to how system isn't based on controlling the game and possession. It's about being intense and aggressive. So I think obviously Tonali fulfills a specific role in that, and so does Bruno. But yeah, I mean, there might be something to that.
Newcastle Fans TV, our good friends at Newcastle Fans TV, Lee has quote tweeted Romano's post about Tonali, and he says, a team that finished in 17th the past 2 seasons. And you got to look at it from a Newcastle fan perspective, and they'll be like, this team finished 17th twice in a row. How are they able to sway one of our best players?
Well, not just that. Newcastle finished above us, 2 seasons in a row now, haven't they? And we finished 17th. And all of a sudden, he's got his eyes set on us. But food chain, mate. Get in. They're in the food chain. Reality is, we're a London club. I know Newcastle have done very well recently, but if you take over a longer stretch, like the past 10, 15 years, who's been in Europe more? who's been challenging near the top more? It's Spurs. We've got a bigger fan base. There's also a night. I don't know if you've seen this video of him looking at the Newcastle gym when he first turned up, and he said that the Milan one was bigger. Well, you wouldn't have a problem with the size of our gym. Don't you worry about that.
Yeah,
We've
it's
got
true.
nicer facilities. And also, we don't have these constant PSR issues looking to, they've just sold Gordon and they're looking to sell their best players. He's probably thinking, what's going on here? Well, we're supposed to be kicking on and we're selling our best player. So he's maybe thinking, maybe it's time for something new. Maybe it's time to go to a team that really, that potentially could fight near the top. And maybe he sees us as that kind of team, which is, I mean, most Spurs fans don't, but maybe he does.
I find it a bit crazy, though, to think about it. Like, with Newcastle made the strides that they have done ever since the ownership change, and to get down to this point in 2026 where they could potentially sell two of their best players in one summer window, Tonali and Anthony Gordon. I think that's nuts to me. Like, they're supposed to be on the upward trajectory, and that's not what clubs on the upward trajectory do.
Yeah, I think it must be PSR problems, isn't it? And I also think that they have spent a lot of money. I mean, what this is going to be. They're not going to be in Europe next season. They don't have the revenues that we do.
Yeah.
That's the truth. You
Yeah.
know, we all laugh and joke about NFL and Beyonce, but it helps.
True. George Achillia says, one final thing on Tonali for me. Just because a player hasn't done progressive passing at one club doesn't mean he won't do it for another. In fact, data tells a very different story during his time at AC Milan. Progressive passing per 90 was relatively high, with dangerous passes per 90 being very high. You can even see on the final image just how many enter the opposition box. Now, the low accuracy would be a little cause for concern, but I'd expect De Zerbi's automations in midfield to increase that significantly, as the majority of the game will be based around short, secure passing to bait the press. The second image shows typical movement during his time at AC Milan, pulling out wide to the right-back position to allow the right-back to push forward, perfect for Pedro Porro, and exactly how Roberto De Zerbi used Paulinho in the last 7 games of the season, which also made Pedro Porro flourish. Look, this transfer might not come off and we might have to look elsewhere, but I'm just trying to say, be wary looking into a player at just one club who play very different style of football.
Absolutely, because De Zerbi's style of football is very different to what Howe wants to do. They're very, very different styles. So I think he's spot on. I think if you just watch Tonali play, you can see there's a player in there he's got an amazing eye for a pass. I really believe that, and I think he can do the job De Zerbi asked him, no problem. I'm not worried about that.
Gradient Sports says Sandro Tonali is renowned for his physical intensity, but he would also bring some passing quality to Tottenham. His 25-26 passing grade of 74.5 would rank first among all Spurs midfielders. So what is this actual passing grade based on? I'm not actually too sure, but he would rank above anyone else in the Spurs squad.
Doesn't surprise me. That's what he does. He brings a better balance. He's got the unbelievable physicality, and his passing is much better than all our players anyway.
We're going to end off on this one, and this is a cracker for you guys. So Geordie Josh took to social media. He's got a Sandro Tonali shirt there in the background, and he says, one thing for sure, Spurs are really lucky that they're located in London. Not saying they aren't a big club, because obviously they are one of the biggest in the country, but that's such a luck out. So I want to go to his original tweet, actually, where he posted this video. I'm just trying to find what he said. Oh, it's way down the list.
What
this guy
on
tweets
earth,
a lot.
and what is Fabrizio Romano on about Thiago?
It's here. Oh.
Now, I wanted to see what he said in text along with it. Maybe someone just clipped him. But let's watch the video, because I think it's fantastic.
What on earth, and what is Fabrizio Romano?
Can you hear it?
I can't hear it. I can now.
News. I don't think I've ever seen a more bizarre
No, I
transfer
can't.
link in my life, and it genuinely looks serious. Never mind Fabrizio Romano, who has been quite sus for, getting paid by agents, unsettling players. One of the most credible journalists in Spain, Mateo Moretto, has said that Tottenham are ready to give the keys to Sandro Tonali as a part of their new project, and Roberto De Zerbi is pushing for the player. I don't know whether to laugh or take this seriously. And Mateo Moretto has also said that Sandro Tonali is open to the move. Am I losing my mind? I'm staying up late to watch the rest of the World Cup, but I know I'm not sleep deprived. I am seeing this right. I am seeing that Tonali is open to join Tottenham. I'm seeing Fabrizio Romano say that he's ready for that.
It's just that look at the beginning when he's like so shocked and he looks back at his shirt and he's like, what?
I feel like I'm going mental.
Not this Tonali.
Tonali joins Tottenham, but I don't know what
Surely
I do for
not.
myself. Look, Sandro
You got a
Tonali's
feel
had enough season.
for
We all know the capabilities that man
for
has.
Newcastle fans, but similar with Spurs when when we
a lot of Newcastle fans have
finished above Man City 3 years in a row. Kyle Walker still went there when even though we were above them, we were probably a better team than them at the time. Kyle Walker still thought I'm more likely to win something there than the club I'm at now, and that's just the food chain. So I think Newcastle fans, it's unfortunate for them that we're just Tottenham and that's it.
It's true, but I mean, we were literally battling with relegation last year, survived on the final day. I mean, it's a bit different. Like Man City was still challenging for Europe.
I get that, but even if they won, Walker might still have gone. And clearly, yes, we're battling relegation, but you can see now we've got De Zerbi. Things are going to change. Things are going to be on. We're going to be on the up. We're making some serious signings, and I think we're going to be a different team next season. I think other players are looking at it thinking, I agree.
Yeah, I hope you're right. I've just seen a report from Matty Moretto saying Sunderland and Nottingham Forest going for Kefren Turam. I was like, what?
Sunderland and Forest.
That's crazy.
That's a bit of a change.
And by the way, complete side point, but what the hell is Thomas Tuchel cooking up here with bringing in Trevor Chalobah over injured Livramento? Like, is he nuts? Like, seriously, is he just calling up his mates at this point? Like, what has Trevor Chalobah done to come in as the backup right back first and foremost when he's got like players like Trent Alexander-Arnold, Lewis Hall, all these top players, and he's bringing in Trevor Chalobah? Just makes no sense to me.
Yeah, I don't really get it. He's bringing in someone he knows and he trusts, but that doesn't make sense to me. Chalobah is so average, man. He is so average. Chelsea want rid of him. I don't know why Tuchel's bringing him up, but he's lucky. He's lucky he's got the call.
Mad, absolute mad. Oh God. Any other bombers while we wait? Come on.